Hello everybody, this is Shirley at So To We Begin Embroidery. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Today I'm going to do another kitchen towel for Christmas. I promised that I was going to do something special, at least I think it's really cute and special. So I wanted to do something to show you some of the different things you can do with making a Christmas towel. Now I have some linen fabric that I'm going to be using to make my towel, and I'm also going to be using not only my embroidery machine, I'm going to use a serger and my sewing machine to put this project together. So basically I have the material. I've cut out some strips, thread, ribbon, and of course cutting utensils rather, scissors, rotary blade, rulers, what have you, just to make sure. So if you're interested in doing something along this line, these are the things that you're going to need. I'm going to go ahead and start with making ruffles. And I made ruffles and showed you how to do ruffles on a video earlier, but I showed you how to do ruffles on a sewing machine. Now I'm going to show you how to do ruffles, which is very, very simple, on a serger. And I may even show you how to do a roll hem on a serger, which makes finishing the edges really really cute and quick and simple. Now I'm new to sergers, so I'm learning that process myself, but what I have done, I've done a few things, a few projects on my serger, and the serger machine is an excellent addition to your sewing studio. If you have an embroidery machine, whether it's a multi-needle or a single needle, it doesn't matter, as long as it's an embroidery machine, you can do a lot of different type of embroidery designs and sizes depending upon your machine's capability. Also, if you have a straight stitch or a regular sewing machine where you can do just straight stitching or decorative stitches or what have you, that's also an excellent addition to your sewing studio. And of course, which I found out recently, a serger. Now I've had my serger for a while, just haven't used it, but I have found out that it is an excellent addition to your sewing studio because there's so much that you can do with a serger that makes your sewing quick, and then it also aids in your projects that you're making on your embroidery machine. Because I actually got my serger, to be honest about it, to do edges when I was making pillows. I had been approached about making some Christmas pillows, for actually wedding pillows for a person, and I make pillows for myself. I usually have a set of pillows that I make every year for Christmas, and I don't think I'm doing that this year, but anyway, I just use my regular sewing machine, and I have raw edges in the inside. And I thought about it. I said, if I'm going to make something to sell, then I need to make it as professional as possible. So I need to finish those edges. So I decided to get a serger so I can do that. So that was my main purpose of getting a serger machine, not realizing that, oh my goodness, a serger can do so much more. And so I'm very happy that I got it. So if you're interested in doing any type of finishing work or what have you, then you might want to consider getting a serger. But that's just my recommendation, just my thought for today. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with the roll hem first. That's what I'm going to do on some strips that I'm going to make ruffles with. Then I'll come back and show you how to do the ruffle on the serger machine, and I'm going to, of course, attach it to the main fabric that I'm using for the towel. And then of course I will end up doing an embroidery design and putting it all together, so you'll see exactly how it looks, and hopefully you will like it, and also hopefully you will try. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not subscribed, and join my membership. I have it available, 3 different tiers, and watch me every Tuesday night at 8 Eastern Standard Time. we have a good time talking about all kinds of topics. So I got that out the way. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to head over to the Serger machine. See you in a minute. So I'm here at my Baby Lock Celebrate 4-thread serger. It's a overlock serger. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm new to serging, and I got this one a year or so ago because I wanted to do the pillows, not knowing exactly what type of serger to get. I got it because it is a jet air threading or airflow, which makes it very, very, very easy to thread. Oftentimes people will shy away from sergers because of the difficulty in threading, but the upper and lower loopers are threaded simply by pushing on this button here, and it flows through and comes into the loopers like it's supposed to. I won't do a demo on that. I just want to let you know that that was the reason why I got this. And I have my tension set. My lower looper is 8, my upper looper is 4, and then I have my right needle at 6. The left needle is removed. When you're doing rolled edges, you only do it with 3 needles. And of course you have to have your cutting and your length set up and your differential feed set up at normal. So I have all of those things set up. I tested it out. You must test out your stitches. When I first started, I made sure that my stitches were the way I wanted it, so I serged that. But this is with the 4 threads and 2 needles. This is like a normal serger edge as you've seen on clothing. And then I did a demo in several different settings to get the right setting for my roll hem, and I told you what those settings are. I'm trying to see if I have that one that I just stitched out to show you that I have it the way I want it. And I don't even see it anymore. Where in the world is it? I just did it. Oh, here it is. Maybe hard to see, but I have it set real tiny roll hem, and that's what I'm going to put on the linen strip that I have. Now this linen strip is about 7 inches wide. I'm not going to have the whole 7, but by the time I do the roll hem and do the gathering, I should be close to 5. My linen piece that I'm going to use for my towel, I think, is at 22 inches. So with that being said, I may have it around 25, 26 inches length of towel, which is an average length. So I'm going to get ready now, fingers crossed, going slowly to try to get this roll hem on this strip correct. So here I go. You place your fabric underneath, everything is set, and I use a presser foot, and then I just have to take my time, make sure that I keep it straight, and it is cutting it. And if I do this, take my time and cut it straight, it should be fine. pretty good to me. So that's my roll hem. It's not 100% perfect, but it is good. And that's your edges. Could be a little bit better, I must say. Like I said, I'm new. You got your scraps. I have this little bag that I purchased that collects your Serger scraps, so you need to have something to collect your cuttings. And so that is the first ruffle that I am doing the roll hem on. I'm going to do the second ruffle, and then, well, the second strip rather, and then I'm going to come back, put the needle back in, put the left needle back in and thread it. So I have 2 needles with 4 threads, and then I'll set it up for ruffles, and I'll show you how to do that. And then once I get that done, then I'll be ready to attach the ruffles to the towel part and go forward with my embroidery. So it is a simple process if you know how to use your machines. Take your time and learn how to do that. So let me move on and get to the next step. Now I have I ruffled one of these linen strips just to see how that was gonna go before getting on here with you guys. Gotta always make sure everything's gonna work right. So now I'm gonna do this one, which I'm going to be adding both, and it's kind of big, so I don't know if I'm going to do the same size, because I have this one that is a good size. I thought it was going to be a little smaller, but it isn't. I know it's a good 6 inches probably. So let me measure this and see if I want to make it a little bit smaller before I do the ruffling or not. I might have to do that. So I will check that out, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, now I have my serger ready. I put my left needle back in, rethreaded it. I have all of my tension set at 4. I have my stitch differential all the way up to 2. I have my stitch length at 4, and I have the knife, which I forget what they call that. It is at 7.5. The stitch length and the stitch width. The stitch width is 7.5, and that's where it gets cut off at and everything. And then the length of the thread is set at 4. So that's what I have for my settings for my ruffle. Now you put it under your foot and you just kind of guide it. You don't pull it, you don't hold it, you just guide it through, and it will make the ruffle and our gathering. It's, I do have a ruffle foot that I haven't used yet, and it does a little bit different, but this is gathering, and I'm getting started with it. And as you can see how it's gathering the fabric. And I did go over the other one because I didn't think it was gathered well enough. And I was trying to pull it with the thread, and I didn't get a hold of the thread, because there is a thread that you can pull to get the gather the way you want it. So let me see if I have that thread. You got to pull the right one, and not getting it. Now I have to cut it to get to, I forgot which one. I used the pen to kind of fan it out to see, to get to the thread that I can pull to gather this more, or I may have to sew it again one more time, because that's what I did. Got to get these threads undone to get to the right one to pull, because you can pull if you get the right thread to pull. Here, I think I got it. I'm not sure. It's pulling, but it's tight, so I'm not sure if this is the right one where you can actually pull it and get your gathers a little bit more, because I wanted a little bit more. Not moving down like I wanted to move down, so I'm not sure it's the right one, because it's supposed to move down. Let me try this other end. Try this other end. It has more thread on it, and what I'm trying to do is increase the gathers so it will fit on my linen that I have available to make the towel with. You have to have it a certain size so it'll fit, and I need to get the gathers there. I might have to sew it again like I did the other one. Might have to stitch it one more time just to get it. So let's see if this is going to work. I don't think it's working. I am going to do it again. That's all I'm going to do, because this is going to get cut off anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here and stitch it again. See how it comes out. That's a good thing about a serger, since it does have a knife. You can just cut off whatever is messed up and just do it. And I think this is going to work. It gives me more thread. This came out from under the foot. How did that happen? Okay, let's see. I think this is going to be a little bit better. Once I get the right thread, then I'll gather it and I'll show you how it's going to look. So I have my first layer of ruffles on and sewn down, and it looks really cute. Now I'm going to go to the machine and put the second layer down. So I have to pin that on just like I pinned on the first layer. And when you're pinning it on, you of course put right side to right side. And you, I start on both ends, pinning that down to make sure it fits. Then I go to the middle and I pin that down. Then I adjust the ruffles in between to make sure I have something that's even. So I'm going to measure up how high I want it. This looks about 2 inches up, Actually, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 inches up. So I think I'm going to have it at 4 inches up. I think that's a good look. Or maybe 3 inches up. Maybe 3 inches up. Right here. So I'm going to do 3 inches up. So you'll see both tiers. And then pin this on. So I think this is going to be a really cute towel. And then I'll show you the rest because I will put the ribbon on. And I'm going to stitch my embroidery design on the front panel before attaching the back panel. And I will be attaching it mostly with the serger. I'll do the side and the top. The bottom part is going to be done with the machine. So I will show you all of that when I get to it. And then the towel will be done. And as you can see, it is a very fancy, extravagant towel. But it's something that can be like an heirloom. Something that you can put out as a decoration. Not necessarily to be used, but something that can sit in your kitchen and look really, really pretty. And everybody will wonder, oh my goodness, who made this towel? This is so cute. I really love it. Or whatever. But anyway, let me move on to the sewing machine. Well, get it pinned down. I'll sew it out, bring it back and show it to you sewn on. Then I'll get ready to sew on the ribbon. So I am definitely going to sew this ribbon on. I'm not going to use the fabric adhesive. I'm going to sew it on, and I'll have to sew the top and the bottom part. So I got to be really good with my straight stitches. But anyway, that's the plan. I have the ruffles on, 2 layers. Looks like a little dress, but it'll be a cute, fancy towel to hang up in your kitchen. 2 ruffles, big ruffles. I think they're like 6 inches each, and the top is 3 inches from the bottom. And I put the ribbon on. I sewed it on, and now I have a hoop to do the design. I'm going to put that on the machine, do the design. Once I have the design on, then I'll be able to put the back part on to make this a towel where you don't see any of the raw edges and the rawness of what I stitched. That's the purpose of having it doubled. And the fact that I might even put a ribbon at the top so it can be hung. Maybe 2 ribbons on both sides so you can hang it up so you can see the beauty of the towel. I think that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, this is ready to go onto the machine and stitch out the design. Once, I'm not going to show you the design. You know how to hoop, you know how to stitch, you know what that looks like. So I'm not going to show you that. I will show you the finished product after I have it all stitched out. Then I'll take it to the serger machine, serge it up, and you'll see the rest of how I put this together. Now this is my creation, and I did one already, and I'll show you that one towards the end. Really fancy. Not linen material, but it's still really cute and something that could go in your kitchen if you have somewhere to put it where it could be admired for Christmas. So that's the whole purpose of doing this project. This one I like a lot because it just kind of reminds me of a frilly, girly type design that you would have kind of special in your kitchen. So anyway, let me go ahead and do this design, and then I'll come back. I have completed the design. I think it's really cute, silver and gold. I'm going to unhoop it so you can see it better. So here it is. Kind of hard to hold up. There we go. Now, all I got to do now is put it all together. But anyway, I think it's really cute. Let me get all of the stabilize off the back of it, and only thing left to do now is to put it together, and we will have a very elegant kitchen towel for decoration. So I'm going to cut all of this off, and I'm going to go to my serger and sew the sides. Then I will go to the sewing machine, sew the bottom down, and once I finish that, then I will sew the top. So that's how it's gonna go. Okay, I will show you the finished product when it's done. So here is the finished product. It is a beautiful double ruffled elegant kitchen towel that can be hung up as a wall hanging or hung on your kitchen wall, the stove. You can fold it. If you fold it, you'll see the pretty pleats, the pretty ruffles. You won't get a chance to see the Christmas tree that much. I forgot to put the loops in, but you got an idea of what you can do, and I think it's quite cute. I really do like it a lot. So give it a try. Double ruffles. These are the big ones. You don't really have to double it like I did, but I did double it, and I sewed the seams with the serger and everything, and then got the back to stitch down. So that's how that's done. And I did the roll hem on the hem, did the ruffles with the serger, the roll hem with the serger, and I sewed on the ruffles onto the fabric with the sewing machine, sewed the ribbon on with the sewing machine. Of course, I did the embroidery on the embroidery machine. Then I sewed it all together on the serger. So I used all three of my machines to do this towel. Now it doesn't take long to do if you have everything situated and ready to go. So again, give it a try. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be sure to watch me on my live every Tuesday night from 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 10 o'clock. So we're usually there until at least 10 o'clock at night. And go ahead. Join me. I have a membership. Appreciate the support. So until next time, this is Shirley signing off, and hopefully you'll do something very special for Christmas. I have a few more little ideas coming up for Christmas gifts, but they're not towels, so just some other things to think about, because there's so many things that you can do now that you have an embroidery machine or a serger or a sewing machine. So give it a try. Everybody loves handmade gifts. So until next time, take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.